Well, kids, now we have to understand how the water cycle is also manifest in rain. We keep mentioning evaporation, already mentioned it 1,000 times, but where is it evaporating and where is it raining? If you see this podcast, I have an animation of the rain. Typically, we look at the net precipitation, which is evaporation minus precipitation. So, how much evaporate and how much of it falls back as precipitation, which means where there are regions of negative evaporation minus precipitation, it means precipitation is more than evaporation. So evaporation is happening somewhere, and that water is being brought by the winds and as clouds to a region where it's raining. So in the animation, you will see this long band of rainfall that's relatively thin and across the entire planet near the equator. In the tropics, we call it the Intertropical Convergence Zone, or ITCZ in the West and ITCZ in UK and India and so on. And there are large regions of evaporation where, remember, the air converges into the regions of the ITCZ and rises and it rains there. It sinks somewhere where there is high pressure winds and evaporation. It's also where there is no rainfall, which means there are deserts over there, and we will mention later that even the ocean has deserts. Remember, ocean also has upwelling where waters come up, which means not only cold water comes up but also so-called nutrients like nitrate and ammonium and so on come up, and they cause blooms of plants in the ocean or the algae called phytoplankton. And where the air sinks, there is no water coming up, so no nutrients coming up, which means you can have deserts. And those deserts basically align with deserts on land because the sinking branch of the wind circulation is approximately along those bands. Of course, India is an exception because it gets the monsoon. If there was no monsoon circulation, it would also have been a desert. So all these exciting things together are a big part of the water cycle, which is referred to as the hydrological cycle. Listen to it. We'll discuss it in a couple of more podcasts, and these are very important because water is life, right? And with global warming, we have to understand what's happening to rain, evaporation, and the hydrological cycle. See you, kids.